I'm Beatrice. I talk about my experience living in the Hasidic community, having 10 children, and leaving in my 40s. I believe that everybody has a right to have as many children as they want. But the reality is that growing up in the Hasidic community, I wasn't given a choice. I was instructed to have unprotected sex the first night of my marriage and year on after. I proceeded to have 3 children by the time I turned 21. Each one of them was premature, and I had to bed rest, which in retrospect makes sense. I was a teenager having babies. My body probably wasn't ready, but I was never told of any other option. It was only after I had several children that I became aware of the possibility of birth control, but then had to get permission from a rabbi. Getting permission from a rabbi wasn't easy, and it required some form of physical or mental illness or extreme exhaustion. Also, I only got permission for a limited amount of time, and then the expectation was to have another baby. I'll go into more specifics of my story around that in another video. People always ask me if I was ever on birth control, and yes, of course I was. Otherwise, I would have had at least 15 children. But ultimately, I believe the number of children you have is a very personal choice and should remain that way. People should never feel forced to have children for the greater good of any community or the world. It needs to be something that you decide is right for you and your family.